Monday 16th. First and latter part fresh breezes northerly. In the night variable and sometimes calm. At 2 p.m. passed by a small but a pretty high white island lying close to the shore. On this island we saw a good many homes, boats and some people. We concluded that they must be fishers because the island was quite barren. We likewise saw several people upon the shore in a small bay on the main within the island. At 7 the southernmost land in sight bore southwest by south, and Cape Kidnapper north 3/4 east, distant 8 leagues, being then about 2 leagues from the shore and had 55 fathoms. At 11 brought to until daylight, then made sail along shore to the southward. At 7 passed by a pretty high point of land which lies south-southwest 12 leagues from Cape Kidnapper. From this point the land trends 3/4 of a point more to the westward. At 10 saw more land appear to the southward at southwest by south. At noon the southernmost land in sight bore south 39 degrees west, distant 8 or 10 leagues, and a high bluff head with yellowish cliffs bore west, distant 2 miles. Tuesday 17th. PM winds at west, a fresh breeze. In the night variable light airs and calm. AM a gentle breeze between the northwest and northeast. Seeing no likelihood of meeting with a harbour, and the face of the country visibly altering for the worse, I thought that the standing farther to the south would not be attended with any valuable discovery, but would be losing of time, which might be better employed and with a greater probability of success in examining the coast to the northward. With this view, at 1 p.m. tacked and stood to the northward, having the wind at west, a fresh breeze. At this time we could see the land extending southwest by south, at least 10 or 12 leagues. The bluff head or high point of land we were abreast of at noon I have called Cape Turnagain, because here we returned. It lies in the latitude of 40 degrees 34 minutes south, longitude 182 degrees 55 minutes west, and 18 leagues south-southwest from Cape Kidnapper. The land between them is of a very unequal height. In some places it is high with white cliffs next the sea, in others low with sandy beaches. The face of the country is not nearly so well clothed with wood as it is about Hawke's Bay, but for the most part looks like our high downs in England, and to all appearance well inhabited, for we saw several villages as we run along shore, not only in the valleys but on the tops and sides of the hills, and smokes in other places. The ridge of mountains before mentioned extends to the southward farther than we could see, and are everywhere checkered with snow. This night saw 2 large fires up in the inland country, a sure sign that it must be inhabited. At noon Cape Kidnapper bore north 56 degrees west, distant 7 leagues. Latitude observed 39 degrees 52 minutes south. Wednesday 18th. Variable light winds and fine weather. At 4 a.m. Cape Kidnapper bore north 32 degrees west, distant 2 leagues. In this situation had 62 fathoms, and when the said cape bore west by north, distant 3 or 4 leagues, at 45 fathoms. Midway between the Isle of Portland and Cape Kidnapper had 65 fathoms. At noon the Isle of Portland bore northeast half east, distant 4 leagues. Latitude observed 39 degrees 34 minutes south. Thursday 19th. The first part had gentle breezes at east and east-northeast. In the night, fresh gales between the south and southwest. Dark, cloudy weather with lightning and rain. At 5:30 p.m. tacked and stood to the southeast. The Isle of Portland bore southeast, distant 3 leagues. Soon after we tacked, a boat or canoe came off from the shore, wherein were 5 people. They came on board without showing the least signs of fear, and insisted upon staying with us the whole night. Indeed, there was no getting them away without turning them out of the ship by force, and that I did not care to do. But to prevent them playing us any trick, I hoisted their canoe up alongside. 2 appeared to be chiefs, and the other 3 their servants. One of the chiefs seemed to be of a free, open and gentle disposition. They both took great notice of everything they saw, and were very thankful for what was given them. The 2 chiefs would neither eat nor drink with us, but the other 3 ate whatever was offered them. Notwithstanding that these people had heard of the treatment the others had met with who had been on board before, yet it appeared a little strange that they should place so much confidence in us as to put themselves wholly in our power, whether we would or no, especially as the others we had met with in this bay had upon every occasion behaved in quite a different manner. At 11, brought to until daylight, the night being dark and rainy, then made sail. At 7 a.m, brought to under Cape Table, and sent away the Indian canoe. At this time some others were putting off from the shore, but we did not wait their coming, but made sail to the northward. At noon, the northernmost land in sight, north 20 degrees east, and young Nick's Head, or the south point of Poverty Bay, west northerly near 4 leagues. Latitude observed 38 degrees 44 minutes 30 seconds south. Friday 20th, p.m. a fresh breeze at south-southwest. In the night, variable light breezes with rain. a.m. a fresh breeze at southwest. At 3 p.m. passed by a remarkable head, which I called Gable End Foreland, on account of the very great resemblance the white cliff at the very point hath to the gable end of a house. It is made still more remarkable by a spired rock standing a little distance from it. This headland lies from Cape Table, north 24 degrees east, distant 12 leagues. Between them, the shore forms a bay wherein lies Poverty Bay, 4 leagues from the former and 8 leagues from the latter. From Gable End Foreland, the land trends north by east as far as we could see. The land from Poverty Bay to this place is of a moderate but very unequal height, distinguished by hills and valleys that are covered with woods. We saw as we ran along shore several villages, cultivated lands, and some of the natives. In the evening some canoes came off to the ship, and one man came on board, to whom we gave a few trifles and then sent him away. Stood off and on until daylight, and then made sail inshore in order to look into 2 bays that appeared to our view about 2 leagues to the northward of the Foreland. The southernmost we could not fetch, but in the other we anchored about 11 o'clock in 7 fathoms, a black sandy bottom. The north point bore northeast half north, distant 2 miles, and the south point southeast by east, distant 1 mile, and about 3/4 of a mile from the shore. This bay is not so much sheltered from the sea as I at first thought it was, but as the natives, many of whom came about us in their canoes, appeared to be of a friendly disposition, I was willing to try if we could not get a little water on board, and to see a little into the nature of the country before we proceeded further to the northward.